No. Why do I put up with this?
I don't know.
I need to get the Scott mentality and just smack everybody that goes, no. Oh, freaking, he drew on my tattoo. Can't take him anywhere.
One minute. There's 1 minute.
There's 1 minute remaining.
1 minute.
1 minute. I do not have a camera tripod, Scott, so don't get mad at me about the angles. I will
It
do
looks
the
like your hair is turned into like white puffy things.
that's the look I was going for.
Oh, those are
like
clouds. Okay.
Yeah, looking like Ken every day.
Like light and puffy.
Light puppy.
So Mike Wiesner is logged on. He says hello. Howdy again.
Hey, the Howdy crew is back.
The Howdy crew is back. That's right.
Howdy.
Jim Caffey, Paul Burgart's on.
Space telescope is a kind of grand intellectual adventure for all of us, which will cast light not just on the cosmos, but also on ourselves.
Exploration is hardwired into our brains. And when we see the horizon, we want to know what's beyond it. We want to break the barriers. We want to make the unknown known, because our curious nature propels us forward. Looking up beyond the moon and the stars, past our own Milky Way galaxy, and deep into the corners of our universe. Generations before our own could only wonder what we might see veiled above our murky atmosphere. They drafted plans, laid out the framework that would uncover the truths hidden in the space around us, once thought to only be science fiction.
So we're going to have to move out on the EVA.
And in the face of difficulty and setbacks,
There's a significant spherical aberration.
The fourth of 6 gyros that are on board Hubble failed.
Monitoring John's suit, and there's a large bit of water down here.
they kept fighting. And now we continue, unrelenting. We desire to keep pushing the limits of the unattainable. And with every discovery, every encounter with the heavens, we begin to scratch the surface of what it means to truly be human. We keep exploring to know what's outside of our galaxy, but also what is inside of each and every one of us.
Performance reducing the stress on the shuttle as it breaks through the sound barrier.
And we won't stop. We won't be satisfied with what ifs or possibilities because we have been given a taste too sweet to ignore.
It's all been verified, looks good.
Grasping at the stars within an arm's reach and mapping this space, balancing between. Observing the nature of the unusual. Diving deep into the fabric of our universe. Being witnesses to gloriously painted galaxies and the spectacular birth of new stars. Now all within the possible, the conceivable, and the believable. And still with that, a more glorious dawn awaits, pushing back the frontiers of our explored space. Our mission is not to supplement our present ideas of the universe we live in, but rather to uncover new phenomena not yet imagined.
Well, once it's a lot.
Well, hello everybody. everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us while we had our little bit of a technical difficulties. We are broadcasting live. I've got Kent Marts and Tyler Bowman out at the Stars and Sauce Star Party that's just northwest of Eureka Springs, and they've got it's a music festival combined with astronomy. So, I think this is the second time they've attempted this, and so we're gonna third time. Really? Third time. Okay.
Yeah,
COVID didn't go through. Right.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, I'm going to bring both of you guys on. Here, let me bring a spotlight on
on mine.
Here you go. Kent, you're on, and I'll bring on Tyler as well.
Okay.
Well, guys, how's it going? I mean, you've been set up since last night. Is that right?
Yes, we've been set up since last night. We got I'm moving away from Kansas. We got a couple of songs.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, you have to speak into the microphone, Tyler. We cannot hear you, Tyler.
It may be the wind.
Oh, it's canceling him out. Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, Kent.
So we had some viewing last night. We had some big, nice sucker holes that come through, and the star, it was good. M81, N82, little kids could see it. Nobody never looked through a telescope before. They could see it with no trouble in the carbon fiber 127 from Explore Scientific on an Exos 2 mount. Tyler used my compass method, plopped it down, and it was dead polar aligned. Couldn't have gotten a better polar alignment without a serious amount of work.
That's great.
So we've done the same thing with the Exos 100 with 80 millimeters. So you can see people. I walk over here, and you can see right there. Go ahead, look through it. They're looking at that's an old TED 80 millimeter with a sun catcher on it, and can you see them there? Yeah, and they're looking at a solar safe right now. There's 3 nice sunspot complexes on the sun. So cleared off a little bit. It's now clouding up again. We're hoping it's going to clear off tonight. We're supposed to get storms about 3, and then Saturday afternoon is looking really good right now. So
great. Now, Kent, you do star parties in Arkansas a lot. What's your typical experience?
You take what the sky gives you. I mean, it's like anywhere else. If you get one night, you're good. My astronomy club one time, Sugar Creek Astronomical Society one time, we scheduled, I think it was 18 club star parties before we had one. We'd pick a night and it'd be cloudy. We'd pick a night next month, it'd be cloudy. I think we went 18 months one time without a club star party. So, you take what you get and you go on. And, if you get one night, you count yourself really lucky because, it's humid. That's why for the eclipse, we're planning on going to South Texas for the solar eclipse in 2024 to escape exactly what we're looking at right now. Tyler's phone died. So there's Tyler.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So now I'm holding the phone. That's what he did. He got to hold the phone.
My phone died.
So the festival technically starts today. Yeah, pre-started yesterday. When they locked the front gate at 10 o'clock, they said there's had about 400 people in here. And I had to run to town to get some stuff. When I came back, there was 10 RVs lined up. So there's people, pouring in here. And that field, I don't know, this morning, that field right there had, I think you can see it. I'm just sort of pointing it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Like 3 or 4 campers in it. So there's been a bunch of people pull in and tent camp. And the winds came up. Yeah. And we had some neighbors lost their tent, flipped over in a couple of different sites. So we took our pop-up down, and we're surviving here. We're trying to enjoy it, having great conversations with people.
So why don't you introduce us to some of the people that are doing some astronomy over there?
Here, let me walk up to this guy. Sir, I'm going to interrupt. Can we put you on our Twitter, Facebook, YouTube broadcast?
Sure.
Sure. All right. Hey, what's your name?
Billy Range.
And where you from?
Joplin, Missouri.
Joplin. Okay, so you're 30, 45 minutes away, something like that. So did you come and know there was astronomy here?
I did, yes.
Okay,
yes.
Was that a draw?
It was a draw. I have a telescope at home, so this is a place to come and gather some information.
Cool. Yeah, cool. So how many music festivals have you been to?
It's been like
8 or 9. So this is something unique.
This is unique.
Not seen it before. And so you've looked at the solar scopes, both of them. And what'd you see?
I saw a beautiful sun.
Yep, there's nice sunspots.
Sunspots all over. It was the first time ever seeing it, actually. It's incredible.
Yeah. And did you look through this lot over here?
I did.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see those prominences. Yeah, that's awesome. So, all right, appreciate it. So, come back tonight. You know, if it clears off, the clearer it gets, the more we're going to see. So, yeah, we were out until about midnight last night. And so, if it's as long as we can see something. Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, and Venus are all going to be up. The problem is, right, we're not going to be able to see them. That's the horizon. You know, the trees and this mountain behind us. That's the east over there. I don't know if we're going to see them or not. Yeah. So Mars is always hard because people take pictures.
Okay. Yeah, we're not hearing you guys very well. So
okay.
Yeah, it has to be very directional, especially with the wind there. But
is that better?
Way better. Yeah.
Okay.
Way better.
I've cut my hand right here. So.
Oh, you cut your hand? Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm cupping it, not cutting it. So trying to block the wind with my hands.
Okay, that makes it sound better. That's good. Well, we're really glad that you've come out for the Star Party, and I hope you have a great time, observing. So, what kind of telescope do you have now?
Celestron 8.5 inch.
Okay. Excellent.
It's a good little introductory telescope, I guess.
In Joplin,
that's great. That's great.
Not a huge town.
I haven't been able to have any success viewing any galaxies or anything like that.
Yeah. I've got a friend up there. I'll hook you two up together. He lives in Dunvig, just east of Joplin, and he does some astronomy. So finding somebody to help you learn this stuff makes it easier, whether it's fishing or knitting or astronomy. That helps a lot right there.
A little learning.
So thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks.
I'll see you guys.
Yep.
So we got Cesar Brolo from Argentina is watching right now, and Mike Wiesner, Carl Petrich. I think Carl he's from Montreal, and so my sister's watching, which is cool. That's cool. Yeah. Let's see. Jim Caffey, he says, I have a student who might be joining you live. So that's great. So that's Donnie back there, right? Donnie Houston?
Yep. Donnie and Donna. So Donna's in the.
Let's talk to them for a little bit.
Yeah. Donna, come up here while he's talking. So they're talking. Donnie's talking to somebody. So
there we go.
Here she's coming. Let's get this.
Hi, Donna.
Hey.
So they have a new Scott that was set up last night and working on doing some astrophotography. You know, and how those things are. There's always devils, right, that you can't overcome, and they were fighting those devils last night. And then when it got working, there were clouds. So yeah. So
Janet Helen Hargis Roberts is watching. She says it's windy.
Yeah, it's 25 mile an hour gusts. Some maybe pushing more than that. They make you move pretty good when they hit you. Yeah.
And Pekka is starting. I don't know if he's watching tonight, but he's starting to watch the program. So it's nice to have him join us back again and chat. And so, Donna, are you enjoying the Stars and Saws? You like it?
It's the first time I've been, so it's been great. I've learned a lot. It's been great to see see everybody enthusiastic. Everybody happy to see all this stuff and eager to learn and talk all the equipment and stuff. So it's good.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So it's a lot of people that go to star parties have not been to a music festival / star party before. What's that like?
Have you been to a music festival before?
I've been to music festivals, but I've never seen anything like this with the Star Party. So this is a new experience, and a lot of people are loving it. They came for it because they heard that we were going to be out here, with the telescopes. So
yep, almost everybody that's come up, Scott, has known we were here and came up looking for us because they advertise this as a star party, and they're interested in music, and they're interested in science, and you have great discussions about light pollution and how far away things are and all sorts. It's been really good. Lots and lots of people have been really excited to see here, and they're all hoping for one good night.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, so if you're in the area and you're kind of watching this program, could they come out? Just anytime, or?
No, they can come out. I mean, start driving. Get here tomorrow, whatever.
Get there tomorrow. Now, what does it cost? What does it cost to be there?
I don't know, because we got volunteer passes. I think y'all were looking it up. I think it was $150 for the weekend.
For the weekend.
But that's
okay.
But that's $50 Friday, $50 Saturday, $50 Sunday for camping and concessions and
music and
everything
so
else.
This isn't just local bands. These are professional top bands playing, right?
They are regional acts.
Okay.
The two are Arkansas and 1 Ounce Jig are the two big ones. And both of them have a national following, but they're locally popular or regionally popular bands.
Oh, that's cool.
But lots of acts. The last act. Okay, either the last act tonight or the first act on Saturday starts at 2:45 tonight. So
2:45 a.m. is the last act or the first act of the day?
And it's a 2-hour set. And then the next set starts at, I think, 8 o'clock, 7 or 8 o'clock.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
Literally,
around,
there's a couple hours between every act, except in the evenings. And they broadcast music there was music playing all night long. There was an act that started at midnight and went to about 1:30 or 2 o'clock last night, and it's just going to keep going. And I think the last act on Saturday night starts at 2 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who else is watching right now? Linda McMahon. She's from Sukasana, New Jersey. I can hardly pronounce that. But Linda, thanks. I think that she said she's Mike's niece. Okay, great. That's awesome. So, Annie Scarborough and customer service is watching. She says, what a neat way to gather people and see the stars. So do you think that this is like something that every star party should do? They should all have music, or is this?
No, I don't think every star party should. But just there's some people that'll hate this. You and I both know.
Why would you hate it?
If you want to, I gotta be careful here. If you're against
music,
a free spirited culture that permits music festivals, you may not like.
That's a music festival culture, okay? But what about just music in general, live music? Let's say that it was they were playing Beethoven, okay, or whatever, okay.
I think that would draw a different crowd than is here. But I think most assuredly the fusion of music and food. I mean, you had a hamburger and hand battered fries cooked to order, didn't you, Donnie? Donnie had one. How good was it, Donnie? Donnie, you had one?
It was good.
It was good. So are they serving, is there like beer and wine there, or is it just, what else is there?
The lighter fluids that are here. Not lighter fluids, but
lighter fluid.
some
jet fuel. They're serving jet fuel, right? Okay.
Some of it probably will burn. And there's other substances too.
Okay.
But a Beethoven, a classical music concert with telescopes, I think it'd be a hit.
Yeah, well, there could be all kinds of music. You could do ambient music, for example.
Sure.
You know, yeah, that's really cool. But this music festival is kind of like folk bluegrass, right?
Folk, bluegrass, it's real mixture.
Maybe some
There's
art, rock music, I guess.
I haven't heard any rock music. There's some
Rock.
funk, some they twist some oldies and just put some spins on them.
Okay.
Nora Jones, Donnie says, and we were hearing some Joan Baez this morning.
Oh wow. Okay.
I said indie
Music. Okay.
rock, indie bluegrass sort of stuff. Just real, just solid music.
That's cool.
that.
Cool.
You know,
All right.
So
Caesar Brolo says music and food. Sounds good. Okay, I can afford that.
here's Donnie. That's Donna. Here's Donnie.
Hello, Scott.
Hey, Donnie. How are you?
Having the time of our lives. It's really wonderful out here. If this wind will lay and these clouds will go away, it'll be perfect.
Right.
If
Oh, yeah.
clouds go
Now,
away-
was it windy at night or just in the daytime here?
I'm hoping that if the sun goes down, we're going to get a lay of the wind. But at this point, if the clouds go away and it keeps blowing just like this, I'm not going to complain one bit. The wind stays
Keeps
at
the
20
clouds away.
as long as
Right.
it's. I'm fine.
It won't hurt visual.
Yeah, he won't be able to do. He won't be able to do astrophotography, but yeah, it's
So Kent, you're set up there with your trailer. I see it right behind Donnie. Are there a lot of trailers there? Are most people tent camping, or what's the deal?
I'd say it's probably 25% trailers of some measure, and the rest are tents. There's some hammock campers. There's some. Our closest neighbors have 2 hammocks. They're going to be interesting to see what they don't have canopies on them, so I don't know what their plan is, but
Right. Jim Norwood says someone there should play a selection from the Voyager Golden Record.
Somebody in some of them bands know.
yeah, I know some of that music. Yeah, we'll suggest that to Josh.
Mostly like earth noises, right?
Yeah, a lot of it was, and I think they Beethoven or something
Right.
something.
Something
We'll
for
give-
the aliens to listen to. Yes.
We'll give you a tour real quick.
Okay, let's see it.
Right here is Tyler's Lunt on a
So Helio finds
Yeah.
Skywatcher Mountain.
Skywatcher Mount,
Yeah.
and back here is our Dobb field where we've got 2 10s, a 12, a 16, and a 20. I think you can see those right there.
And the 20. I can see 3. Oh yeah. No, I see all 4 telescopes now. Yeah.
There we go, and we have a Dobb 1045C as well.
Yeah.
And so one thing we got them laid over to take up this. One thing, the festival here bought our first 10-inch Dobb out of the showroom,
Okay.
and they are going to have all the acts that come up are signing it, and then they're
Oh,
going to
cool.
give it away Saturday night as a
It's
door
going to
prize.
be a giveaway. Okay, that's very cool.
And so here we go. This is here's an IXOS 100 with an
Okay.
head 80 millimeter telescope, and it's that one that has a crack in one of the front lens elements, and if somebody buys it, they're gonna say, "Oh, it's cracked. You gotta give me a new one." So I take it, use it, can't see it in pictures, doesn't affect the telescope. And Donnie, how long has this been sitting here for in the sun now?
It has been almost.
So it's been setting almost 2 hours, Scott,
Yeah.
and it's still dead eyepiece.
Dead center. That's great.
I wonder if I can do this. This is gonna
Yeah.
be hard. Can you see in there, Scott?
Oh yeah, we can.
Can you see the sunspots?
Back up. Back up a little bit. You're not centered exactly. I could just see through the eyepiece, through the exit pupil that, okay, occasionally you see a glint of orange and you know that that's the sun. So, that's going to be hard to do, Kent.
I know. I'm rising to the challenge.
You're up for the challenge. No.
So This is an Exos 2 GT.
Wait till it gets dark outside, and that way you won't have so much glare around the sun.
Yeah. That's an Exos 2 GT. There's Donnie's G11 with
G11, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and another iXOS 100 right there on a Frankenpod that we put together. Different pieces, but it works. And up here behind us, this pickup truck is a power box, and it's pretty cool.
It's power box. What is that?
I'll show it to you. I'll walk over here. It's a big gel battery that we are running the RV. So it's running. Let me see if I can get it. That is running the refrigerator right now and everything in the trailer. We can't run the air conditioner. It can run 220. It can run 110. It can run a welder.
It'll
start a D5 dozer, an Abrams tank, and I'll give them a shout out.
You can't run the air conditioner?
It just doesn't have enough.
It can start an Abrams tank, but no air conditioner.
Yeah, I mean, it can put a lot of electricity quick, but then the draw uses so much. But the site is CICpowerbox.com. CICpowerbox.com. They're out of Kansas, and this is pretty cool. They've got one mounted back here in their toolbox right here.
Yeah.
Truck, and it charges while you go down the road. And so they charge it with the truck, and what the guy has customers that run welding rigs.
Yeah.
And instead of having to have a big honking generator on their welding rigs,
right?
They set it and pull off the generator on their truck, the alternator on the truck, charges up the box, and he welds with it all day long.
That is really cool. I'm going to put this link in the chat.
Yeah,
because that might be a power solution for people that intend to get out into the and it can charge off your vehicle. It's CICpowerbox.com. Charles .us, not .com. It's .us.
I'm looking at it. It's on the side of their truck. It says CICpowerbox.com.
Oh, okay. I looked it up on Google and I'm looking at the website. So
yeah.
Anyways, either way, but that link that I just posted will take you straight
Pretty
there.
Cool.
So there's the power case, something called a crossover, a power grid.
Yep.
So Astro Beard would love this. He's way into power.
Yeah, this thing is pretty cool. So anyway, we'll turn around real quick. I'll show you the scene set here.
Okay.
So this is uphill from us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so people up there camping in that cedar grove and just sort of spinning around now. Right. And they have excuse me, my hand in the way. They have a disc golf course here. And if you see that big tree, you see all those
Yes.
So you see those 3 porta potties right there? Can you see those? Okay, the stage, that tree line behind it, the stage is on the field, the other side of that tree line, right there.
Okay.
That's where the stage is.
Okay,
And
so where are people listening or watching the performers? On the other side of that tree line?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they come out into where you guys are, and that tree line acts as a light break or something, I guess.
A light break. And they had some green spotlights that was shining up, to the northwest a little bit last night.
Yeah.
And it was so dark, Scott, that you could see M35 with your naked eye.
Wow,
so
that's really good.
Kids saw it, and one girl, she was about 7. She's like, "What's that?" And we couldn't come up with it, and it was one of the Malo items, open star cluster. It was like, "Hey Tyler, what was that M object, Malo?"
So Pekka says, Caesar says the size of the trucks in the USA are bigger than most of the medium-sized truck here. Pekka says the smallest truck in the U.S. is like our articulated lorry here in Sweden.
Yeah, these are.
I imagine that's a huge truck.
So it was Malot. It was Malot 111 is what this girl saw with her naked eye, and we were like, I didn't know what it was. And so Tyler pulled his phone out and used planetarium map to figure out what it was.
Yeah, there's young eyes, so they can see faint.
Really easy. I mean, M35 stuck out. It was not hard. Everybody could see it.
Mm-hmm.
So
what would you estimate the skies are like? When
a high three to make
3, yeah,
high 3.
I should have given you my my light meter that you made a light meter reading.
I came to the office. I was going to get it from you, but I couldn't find you. So because I had to run in the office to get some tarps just in case for rain. So that's why you need to come out here tomorrow and bring it out here. You got nothing else?
Bring it out there, huh?
Bring it out here. Absolutely.
Well, cool.
So
great. So what else can you tell us about the Star Party?
We're just hoping for clear skies. Like anything else, as experienced as we are, we thought about, we brought a pop-up, but we didn't think about tarps. I brought contractor grade trash bags to put over the mounts so we could mounts polar aligned and not have to mess with it every night. But didn't think about having 5 dobs and 8 tarps, and it's blowing here pretty good. We were sitting over here and had the canopy all the way down as low as it go. And it came up on one side. Donnie jumped up and grabbed it, so we went ahead and took it down. And then we looked over after we got that done, and one of the pop-ups down, across from us was already flipped over and wrecked.
Boy.
Yeah, and then we looked up the hill, and one of those tents up the hill from us, a pop-up with sides on it, had got too. So, the wind is gonna. Those things aren't the sturdiest in the world, as we all know, right?
Right.
As you can see, there's some decent skies up there.
Oh yeah.
It's just nice sucker holes. The sun looks good every time.
Arkansas has really clean sky, clean air, and so you don't get a lot of dust. So there's not a lot of particulates in the air. And how high are you guys right now?
I'm gonna guess we're.
What's the altitude?
I'm gonna guess we're probably at 1,100 feet, maybe.
1,100. Okay.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah, but there is no place in Arkansas that's really high. I think the highest mountain is around 2,000, something
Correct.
like that. So,
Correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
well, not bad. So people are friendly and it's fun. I think that's
chill. Every single person is chill. They're all happy to be here. They're happy with the music. They're excited. A lady just walked up. About 5 minutes ago and having a conversation about astronomy now. There's a big sign up that says observatory with an arrow pointed. There's a couple of signs telling people the observatory is here. And, lots and lots of people came significantly because the telescopes are here. Yeah.
Yeah. So Caesar Brolo is saying, I'm just waiting for my new truck, but I'll need extra space, maybe a small trailer. Nothing is enough for gear.
No.
How handy do you think having a trailer is now that you have one?
Having a place to sleep in is great. The first one I had that was 7 feet longer had those bunk beds back that had a plenty of storage room in it.
Mm-hmm.
We stuffed this one full, but to sleep in it, we have to take everything out of it effectively. And so, that presents some other challenges. If you just had one telescope, you could work around it. But if you have telescopes, it's hard to work around. So, at this point, if you've got one that sleeps, 4 people, you don't have a whole lot of room. And so, my truck doesn't have a bed topper on it or a camper shell on it. So everything had to go either in the truck or in the back.
That's the reason why I put a shell on my truck. So I got a shell, I've got the Airstream, being able to crawl in after your, a long night of observing, or just to get out of the elements just for a little bit and have something warm to drink is really cool.
Absolutely. We can do that. It'll run the microwave on, so that power box will run the microwave, but every piece of power you suck out of it is, go off in the middle of the night type of thing. And it ran through the night. I have a CPAP and I didn't think about it. It has a heater in there to humidify the air.
Okay.
And that heater sucks a lot of power. So I'm going to turn that off tonight so we hopefully get more time out of the box.
Sure.
Right. So anyway, it's cool. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to try and do a live broadcast tomorrow at some point, but there's people just sort of wandering around all happy, just all glad to be here. It's a good weekend. You pick your date a year and a half before, and you live with the weather, like every star, you just live with the weather. So,
good enough. That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, thanks for joining us, and thanks to the audience that's watching literally from around the world. So it's great. And anything you want to say to the group before you sign off?
Figure out a way to have a star party. Don't be afraid to think outside the box, because if people didn't think outside the box, we wouldn't be here doing astronomy at a music festival.
Right.
You got. No, I think the guidance is go where the people are, right?
Yep.
And that's ultimately a great way to do a star party, is go where the people are.
Well, that's what John Dobson said, so. And here's Tyler photobombing your video here. So all right. Well, that's cool. Everybody says hello, Tyler.
Who did?
Beatrice, Mike Wiesner, everyone's saying hello. So it's great to say hello to all of our friends, and so that's this is also, these remote live broadcasts are kind of experiments for us, because we intend to do a lot more star parties, and we intend to do more live broadcasting from them. So for instance, when we get to the Arizona Dark Sky Star Party, which will be September 21st to the 25th, we intend to do a global star party from Biosphere 2. Okay, we'll have speakers in person. Today I talked to Fred Espinac, who is known as Mr. Eclipse, and he is going to try to make the time. He says he would be traveling, and I said, well, you can log in via Zoom and do it. And he said, well, okay, that makes possibilities a lot better. So anyways, and then we also have a Global Star Party happening next Tuesday. It'll be our 92nd Global Star Party, and I hope to run our first show called Eclipse Experience. And so, we're excited about running that program, and I hope to have enough speakers and content to do like a weekly show of that. So, right? And
because we got to start talking about the eclipse now, because it's only about 3 weeks away. It's really 2 years, but that 2 years is going to go.
Well, we have a lunar eclipse. Solar eclipses aren't the only kind of eclipses, So
that's true. Yeah.
Right. We got a great solar eclipse happening in May, so that event is coming up very quickly, and certainly the eastern half of the United States is going to see that. All of Central America, I think all of Mexico, and South America is going to get a great view of that eclipse. So it's very cool.
So somebody here about is blowing bubbles, because there was about a 6-inch bubble went floating past, and there's nobody in the upwind direction for a long ways. I don't know how long that bubble's been going, but
it's been going for a long time.
That bubble,
it's a music festival bubble. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Very cool. All right. Well, Kent, thank you very much. Hope you guys have a great night of observing, and take some pictures and post them.
Yep. Bring the SQM meter over.
Yeah. I don't think I can make the star party. I have another commitment, Kent. But yeah.
Too bad.
Too bad, huh? Yeah.
Yep. Ryan may be coming over tomorrow. I'll check with Ryan, and if you may go back and check and see if Ryan is going to come, and if he is, give it to him, because he was talking.
Okay.
So check that. Thanks, Ryan. All right. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate your time, and if you live in the city, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, Memphis, St. Louis, dude, load up. Leave out tomorrow morning. Kansas City from here is a 4-hour drive. St. Louis is maybe a 5-hour drive. Load up and come over here, and check us out, and come do some astronomy, listen to some good music, and There's good food and really good coffee. Tyler.
Yep. Good company. Yeah.
And good. Yeah. So come on, and we'd love to over here and say hey to us. So, all right. Thanks everybody.
Thanks. Thank you, Kent. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, so that's it. Again, you'll find the link for Stars and Sauce in the posting of this program. If you can't make it this year, you can try to make it next year if you're local in the area. So you guys have a great weekend and keep looking up.